All right, let's talk tech. We see massive shifts happen all the time, right? But what we're looking at today, it's different. This isn't just about a new feature or a slightly faster processor. We're talking about the end of an entire era, the smartphone era.
I know that sounds like a crazy bold statement, but the consensus is building, and it's not a question of if anymore. It's really a question of when. The amazing device you're probably holding in your hand this very second is on the verge of becoming a relic.
So, if the whole era of tapping and swiping on little glass screens is coming to a close, what comes next? And we're not just talking about a better phone here, we're talking about its successor, AI native hardware.
And look, this isn't some far off sci fi future. Some folks are predicting the shift is going to be mainstream by 2026. The race is already on. Even Apple, yeah, the company that basically defined the smartphone, is reportedly developing its first AI glasses. The pivot has already begun.
To really wrap your head around what a huge leap this is, we kind of need a new way of thinking. The best analogy I've heard is the shift from seeing your device as a toolbox to seeing it as a personal assistant. Let's break that down.
This slide just nails the difference. Think about it. Your smartphone is a toolbox. You've got an app for flights, an app for music, an app for maps. Each one is a separate tool you have to find, open, and operate all by yourself. AI hardware is totally different. It's one single general-purpose assistant. You don't operate the tools, you just tell your assistant what you want, and it figures out the rest. And here's the crucial point. The burden of work shifts from you to the device.
And this just illustrates it perfectly. Look at the old way. 6, 7, maybe even more steps, and it's all you navigating a screen. The new way? It's one sentence, and you're done. Now imagine this for getting a live translation, or finding your way around a new city, or, well, anything. You just speak what you want to happen, and the agent handles all the messy stuff in the background. It's a massive, massive leap in convenience.
So how is any of this even possible? Well, it's not just about some clever software. This requires a complete revolution in the hardware under the hood, which is what we're going to look at next. First off, these new devices aren't just accessories that are tethered to your phone. No way. They have their own brains. We're talking specialized chips built from the ground up for artificial intelligence. This is what lets them process what you're saying instantly without having to check with a server miles away for every little thing. And for those times when they do need to reach out to the cloud for some extra horsepower, they'll be using next-generation connectivity. We're talking about 6G, a network that's designed for exactly the kind of instant, high-bandwidth data that a real-time AI agent needs to survive. So when you combine that custom AI chip with 6G connectivity, the jump in performance is, well, it's harder to even imagine. Some are talking about a leap that could be 100 times greater than what we'll see in an iPhone 17. That's not just a small improvement, that's an entirely different species of technology. Okay, this all sounds pretty incredible, right? A seamless, instant assistant to manage our digital lives. But, and this is a big but, this new power comes with a critical question that we absolutely have to talk about. Because how does an assistant that sees what you see and hears what you hear actually work? Well, it has to be on, all the time. And that, my friends, leads to some really serious implications. Just think about it for a second. For an AI agent to be truly useful, it needs context. That means it's always listening for a command, always seeing your environment so it can understand your requests. Your entire life, literally the sights and sounds of your day, becomes a continuous stream of data. This is the central bargain of AI hardware. So, given that pretty significant privacy concern, you might think this tech is a long way off. But the market is already voting with its wallet, and things are moving forward at a breathtaking pace. And this isn't a forecast. This is what's happening today. Meta and Ray-Ban have reportedly sold millions and millions of pairs of their smart glasses already. The early adopters are here, and the public is clearly interested. It proves there's a massive appetite for this tech right now. And you know, it's not just the big players. Those first-generation pioneers like the Rabbit R1 and the Humane Pin, they're already iterating. Their second-generation models are on the way, and they're promising to fix all the flaws of the originals and actually deliver on that initial promise. This technology is maturing incredibly fast. Which brings this whole thing back to you. The technology is here, and it's getting better by the day. It offers a fundamentally different way to live your digital life. The convenience is undeniable, but those privacy trade-offs are significant. So the real question is, Are you ready? We're going to be tracking this shift really closely here at CollabGenerate, so be sure to follow us for the next Tech Week. Because one thing is absolutely clear, the future is here and it is looking right at you.